Hello and welcome to Buddhist Store Global's Weekly News Highlight. I'm Dr. Justin Whitaker, Senior Correspondent for BDG. This week we highlight the news that a Buddhist doctor in India is leading the way with a new COVID-19 treatment. We'll have a look back at recent BDG coverage of the coronavirus pandemic in India and beyond, but first the news. Surgical oncologist and socially engaged Buddhist Dr. G. Govindaraj has been at the forefront of India's battle with its third wave of COVID-19. Based in the southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Govindaraj has been trialing low-dose radiotherapy, LDRT, among hospital patients recovering from SARS-CoV-2 infections. Explaining the procedure used in the trials, Govindaraj, who is the lead investigator, has stated that the results of his study demonstrate that LDRT is effective as an anti-inflammatory treatment, reducing both lung inflammation and respiratory diseases caused by COVID-19. Interim results from 25 patients in Dr. Govindaraj's trials were published in the August 2021 edition of the International Journal of Radiotherapy and Oncology, and indicated significant improvements in clinical and radiological metrics. Govindaraj's most significant finding was a dramatic reduction in oxygen demand by up to 66% in trial patients within 48 hours after receiving LDRT. The majority of patients were recruited for the trial during India's second wave of COVID-19, when the country was facing an acute oxygen supply shortage. These findings led several national institutes in India to investigate LDRT as a novel treatment modality. Meanwhile, the final results of Govindaraj's trials were published in the November 2021 issue of the International Journal of Radiotherapy and Oncology. The outcomes demonstrated significant clinical benefits following LDRT in terms of more rapid improvement in oxygen status, leading to earlier relief from respiratory distress, fewer days in hospital, and a potential reduction in the mortality rate. Quote, "As India has entered upon its third wave of COVID-19, the pursuit of effective therapeutic modalities against emerging COVID-19 variants continues," according to Rev. Prabhu, as he shared with BDG. He also said Dr. Govindaraj's trials at the Harshamitra Super Specialty Cancer Center in Tamil Nadu compared patients who received single-session LDRT and standard pharmacological therapy against those who received standard pharmacological therapy alone. Dr. Govindaraj is a renowned senior oncologist affiliated with the Mahakaruna Medical Research Foundation, MMRF. This is a charitable hospital under the non-sectarian South Indian Buddhist Council. Govindaraj is also the founder of the Harshamitra Super Specialty Cancer Research Center in Tamil Nadu. The South Indian Buddhist Council, or SIBC, chaired by Reverend Gautama Prabhu, governs 5 distinct organizations. First, the Mahakaruna Medical Research Foundation. Second, the Dhamma Ashoka Foundation, or DAF, which runs spiritual practice and training programs. Third, the Foundation of His Sacred Majesty, FHSM, founded by Reverend Prabhu, which runs social outreach projects and is affiliated with the International Network of Engaged Buddhists. Fourth, the Tamil Buddhist Society, TBS, a Buddhist revival movement in southern India that runs the social museum campaigns and coordinates programs for the SIBC. And fifth, the Tipitaka Publishing House, a Buddhist publications arm. Quote, "The SIBC endeavors to manifest Sukhavati on earth, which is the goal of Buddhists," according to the chairman and FHSM founder Prabhu. The Theravada, Mahayana, Vajrayana, Triratna, Buddhist community, and Zen are the vehicles that would carry the people towards Sukhavati, he said. These 5 entities are intended to be the tools to help people overcome suffering. Last May, BDG reported on the Buddhist nonprofit Foundation of His Sacred Majesty, which launched a global humanitarian appeal to help India through its second and then largest wave of coronavirus, as the ensuing shortage of essential supplies, including oxygen. Today, India is fighting a third wave, fueled by the highly transmissible Omicron variant. And at BDG, we reported on the International Network of Engaged Buddhists, which ran a year-long campaign from April 2020 to March 2021 to help support grassroots groups in several South and Southeast Asian countries during the coronavirus pandemic. Coordinating closely with partner organizations on the ground in each of these countries, which had been working with local communities for many years, INEB was able to deliver basic necessities and relief aid, such as food staples, hygiene supplies, and medical aid, to some of the most marginalized and vulnerable communities, those lacking any kind of safety net or social and economic support systems. INEB published a report including 5 national maps accompanying in-depth descriptions highlighting the emergency relief activities carried out by INEB and its partners. The paper details the genesis of the initiative and provides a breakdown of the many beneficiaries and the ways in which the relief effort and resources were distributed. As always, we'll provide links to this week's main news story and related coverage in the video description. Use the comments below to let us know how you have been handling this latest wave of the global coronavirus pandemic. And as always, be sure to check out our website, buddhistdoor.net, for more on this story, as well as other news and features about Buddhism around the world.